I get you the spicy deluxe with a large fry with the large sweet tea, and I'll throw in a couple chicken nuggets in there with the Chick-fil-A sauce. Make sure you eat good, right? But the nigga talking about some, oh no, I'm good, gang. I'm good, gang. I don't even want it no more. Yeah, because you wanted to use my money for crack.
So you don't play with demons in your head? You don't have that bullshit. Oh, really?
Whoa. What the fuck you mean you got demons in your head?
Shit, couldn't tell her Canada from me. My exes tell me that they still love me. I'm a young rich nigga, what you want from me? I make a move, nigga, bet they gon' study.
What? Go with YouTube, you know what I'm saying? We back with another video, you know what I'm saying? Today we got some Tommy G. I'm about to react to 2 Tommy G videos. I missed the last one about the life of the billionaire. It did say I watched a little bit, but I promise you I did not watch any of it. I probably had my mouse like covered over it and stuff like that, but I didn't watch any of it. Make sure y'all like and subscribe. The original video gonna be in the link down below. And without further ado, before the video starts, y'all see Kirk Cousins go off for 500+ yards with 4 TDs? I didn't watch the game, but I'm like, yo, I remember getting the notification it was going to overtime. He had like 400 something yards. I'm like, yo. And then the game ended. What's the name? Broke up a couple tackles at the end of the game. And he ended up having like 109 yards. I mean, 509 yards. I'm like, yo, Kirk Cousins? Kirk Cousins? Whoever had Kirk Cousins in their fantasy team, eating good, buddy. Eating good. Eating good. But nah. My Giants are struggling a little bit. Malik Neighbors on concussion protocol, but we'll bounce back in a few years. Right now we got a day in the life of a billionaire, bro. You better react to this junk. Y'all make sure y'all make sure y'all watch the original video. That junk got 12 million views in 9 days. God damn. You know what I mean? This shit would click.
I was working 22 hours a day. I was falling asleep on the desk and then waking up and keep working.
I always thought of billionaires, like my initial thought of billionaires, bro, is like, I always thought billionaires were just like cheap people. Well, not really cheap. Like then they conserve their money when they have to, while also doing hella investments and hella like having hella networks and stuff like that. That's what my surface level of a billionaire really comes into mind.
And how much does one of these cost?
$7 to $10 million.
Okay. And what made you decide to get 2 rather than just 1?
It just happened. How old do you want to live to be? I will live till I'm 20 minimum. That's the f off. Yeah, you broke. It's like fucking everybody fucking want to talk about money. And this is like the last thing that I want to talk about. It's almost coming like 2 years ago. The outer wealth, it doesn't give you happiness. It you up.
I wanna be a billionaire.
Billionaire.
Yeah, I'm a billionaire.
America now has more billionaires than at any time in history, while most Americans are struggling to make ends meet. Should we abolish billionaires?
These notes were left on more than a dozen luxury vehicles along Point Grey Road, and the tires were deflated.
Subscribe for more Eat the Rich content.
Come find us, come grab a popsicle, eat the rich with us.
Eat the rich! Eat the rich! Eat the rich! Eat the rich!
And another thing about like being a billionaire, you have done some shady shit. I'm convinced you had to do some shady stuff to at least get into that status of like life, bro. Cause ain't no way you becoming a billionaire being all quickie scheme. I said quickie clean. Quickie clean. Y'all know what I mean. Ain't no way y'all like have a clean record through and through while being a billionaire. No, you had to do some shady shit, bro. You had to. And I'm not talking about some, like probably like petty theft. I don't know, like some oldie junk that you gotta sweep under the rug. Like make sure that shit never gets out, bro. Like when it comes to like your business or whatever, bro. I don't think any billionaire ever reached that status in life being clean. I don't think, bro. You had to do some shady shit. You had to do some backdoor stuff to to accumulate that type of, you know, wealth and lifestyle. That's what I think, bro. Because you know how much stuff he had to do and manage to even get to that. Like honestly, think about, like, just think about becoming a billionaire. You know how much stuff you had to do, bro. Like, just think about it, bro. There's no way you doing all that shit clean, bro. No.
I'm coming right now. In recent years, billionaire has become a pejorative. So it's like that's a bad.
And I'm not
thing.
saying like every billionaire is bad and stuff like that. Like, down to the core, probably not. I mean, there's probably a few out there, you know, but I'm saying like just you know, to the way to the top, you had to do some shady shit, because I don't, there's no way you get to that status with being clean, bro. I don't believe it.
Are you going to become a billionaire one day? I would say almost certainly, but that's not the goal.
What does being a billionaire mean to you?
Billionaire to me is having access to enough resources to actually make an impact on planet Earth.
This is Yar Todler, and he's a billionaire that made his fortune in real estate. A first-generation Polish immigrant, he moved to America when he was 21 years old, and he got to work. Making money as a dishwasher and selling cars on the side, he scraped together enough money to buy his first property. As an immigrant who struggled to find housing himself, he realized that there was a hole in the market, so he began to build his real estate portfolio around serving the immigrant population. He grew quickly, and eventually he was able to scale into buying entire apartment complexes. And fast forward 30 years later, some might say this was a guy that had it all. The private jets, the mansions, the fancy cars, and the status of being a very wealthy man. But it was at this point where he felt the most miserable and actually considered taking his own life. After fierce internal battle, he came to the conclusion that inner wealth was much more important than any number in the bank or anything you could buy. And he decided to start speaking to an issue that many men feel in their life, the feeling that they are not enough. In this episode,
I'm gonna stop pausing after this one. And I always question myself, like, why all the people on the top don't seem to be happy? And if you really think about it, it's like these people been grinding since 16, 17, maybe even as young as 14, grinding. That they have no time to like sit back and appreciate the wealth that they're gaining. You know what I mean? Like, and communicating with people and connecting with people in ways that will make you appreciate yourself as a person. You know what I mean? Because we're social animals, bro. As nonchalant as you are, as introverted as you are, humans are an introverted not an introverted species, are a social species, and we need connections. And if you are grinding since the day you were like 14 to like, say, like, he's probably looked like 52, 53. That's years upon years of grinding that you could miss out while connecting with other people. And I don't blame them. You know what I mean? It's like, bro, you grinding, bro. You putting in that work, but it's like at the same time you're missing out on other stuff, other aspects of life that are crucial for your mental health. You know what I mean? That's why you see all these billionaires wanting to do like suicide or are just messed up in the head because they didn't have the real aspect of life outside of just grinding and stuff like that. There's a lot more stuff to life than just, you know, grinding. That's why I think the billionaires and stuff like that, the people are always in the top, that always have that like suicidal mindset because they didn't have that. You know what I mean?
So we explore what a day in the life of a real estate billionaire is like, and we jump into the world of Yar Todler. Let's begin.
Let's fucking go, baby.
If you want a little bit of that razzle dazzle, you want a little bit of that caffeinated Mike Tyson punch to the mouth, I pop one of these things and I feel like an AC/DC soundtrack is guiding my life. Sometimes you just want to pop it in there and let it do its magic. This is a product I use, I love. My crew had to ask for a refill because that's how many we used. And the sour cherry flavor,
I usually skip ads, but I'm interested in what this is.
Zero sugar, 0 calories, just a caffeine punch that'll get you going. This makes you feel like goddamn Hulk Hogan. This will make you jump out of your seat and do jumping jacks.
So is this tobacco or just like an energy pack or something like that? Is it like caffeine? I'm confused. It looks like tobacco. Like all my baseball players from high school, I know I fuck with y'all, but y'all used to I used to be close with the baseball team, bro. Them niggas do not play about that tobacco. You want one? Nah, I'm good, gang. I'm good.
What's important to me is putting clean energy into my body. Something that makes you feel good.
Get your money,
video.
Tommy.
Today, we're diving into the life of a billionaire. And a lot of questions come to mind. What does a day in the life of a billionaire look like? A lot of us might have some preconceived notions. I mean, depending on who you are, you either might really look up to a billionaire, want to aspire to be one, or you hate them and you think they're inherently evil and maybe they've exploited people to get where they're at. Let's meet this man and let's see what he's about. How are you? I'm Tommy.
Patrick.
Nice to meet you. What's up, Pop?
Good. How are you, man?
I'm not gonna lie. If I ever go to somebody's place and the first thing I see is a dog, I'm running. Keep that mutt away from me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Ever since I got chased by, I like dogs, but if it's a OD, like, you know what I'm saying, trying to size me up, like, bro, back up, gang, before I shoot you. You know what I'm saying? Back up.
I'm Yar Todler. I'm an immigrant from Poland. I moved here in '93. I got Tommy G today at my house interviewing me, and I have no idea what I'm doing.
If you looked us up, you saw videos of us with gangsters holding guns, and you're probably like, how do I fit into this picture?
You know which one I like the most? The one that you did with the stealing cars.
You like the car thief.
Holy
Yo, that did numbers, though. That did 4 mil. Yeah, that was probably one of the most interesting ones. Or the car thief and stuff like that. Just learning how it works and stuff like that. That's probably one of the best Tommy G videos I watched. It was so interesting.
Like, I like that one. The one with the Miami, it's like this is like a regular Tuesday. So like to me it was
I didn't
like,
watch that one,
so
yeah.
I wasn't
I didn't watch
impressed
that
because I know that. Like this bubble I know. I don't know the other bubble.
I think a lot of people in their head, when they picture a very wealthy man, they picture a person that like floats on air.
I shit the same way you do and everybody else. Everything is the same. It's funny. I always tell my kids, it's like, it doesn't matter how much money you have. Just think of that. It's like, he shits like you do. He pees like you do. He gets sick like you do. He brushes the teeth like you do. Everybody is the same way.
Despite Yark's humility, I want to draw attention to the fact that meeting a billionaire is like meeting a mythical creature. There's simply not many of them. With only 813 of them in the United States and 2,800 worldwide, they are super rare. I mean, you're twice as likely to bump into an NFL player and 4 times as likely to bump into a Navy SEAL on the street than you are a billionaire. This is an elite person. Now, to grasp the sheer scale of what a billionaire looks like, imagine this. Take someone making the average annual American income of $69,000. If they saved every penny, no taxes, no expenses, it would take them roughly 14,500 years to reach $1 billion. Now, to put that in perspective, they would have had to start clocking in at the time that humans were still painting on cave walls. Another way to picture it is this. If you stacked 1 billion single-dollar bills up to the sky, it would go up 67 miles high. That's insane. Some people say it's better.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I wouldn't enjoy having that much money because I feel like I'll have too much power. Like, give me 70 or to 100K a year, bro. I'll be straight, bro. I don't need all that. Like, I don't need to be a millionaire. I don't need to be a billionaire for myself to be happy, bro. Low key, you know what I'm saying? I just feel like being a billionaire it's just too much money to feel like. You know what I mean? Like, to the point to where it's like you're not even gonna feel amused by getting shit because you can instantly get it. Like, oh, I want this, get. I want this, get. You know what I mean? Like, it's just. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, bro.
Wealthy and anonymous than it is to be famous and poor. But right now, you're entering the public sphere. You have a book. You're gonna be on all these different shows and podcasts. Why leave the shadow, so to speak, and come out into the light?
Because I almost committed suicide 2 years ago. The outer wealth, it doesn't give you happiness. It f*** you up. I just hit bottom of the bottom. I had depression. I went through divorce like 5 years ago. The word is from the inside out, not from outside in. And if you don't understand the game, then you're pretty much screwed.
Yeah, do you want me to just stay here and watch the dogs?
The car's like a rapper. Like this is what I would expect.
Well,
like,
I start crip walking, folks.
Key Glock.
I'm not gang associated.
And wash my teeth the same way everybody else.
We're having to get improved. We're having to get.
No, we're not.
We were around here about 2 a.m. 2 nights ago with some guys with face tattoos and some of Kodak Black's cousins and street associates. It's interesting to me that 5 or 10 minutes down the road, you can go from Section 8 housing, people hustling, selling who knows what out of the apartment, to just a couple miles away, there's Rolls Royces.
In Florida, it's a highway, like, you know, US 1. On the east side, on the water and all the canals, you know, it's the wolf, and on the other side, it's like, you know.
It's like that. It's like that where I'm at. Like, especially doing downtown. I'm not sure if where y'all live, if y'all have like a city downtown, and it's like literally like in the kind of in the middle of the city is like where all the like business stuff happens, stuff like that, like the busy roads, the pretty lights, stuff like that. And then as soon as you hit like a turn, and then it's just like the ghetto. Like that's how my downtown is, bro. Like you'll be pretty light, stuff like that, like late night, everybody out having fun, blah blah blah. And then you take a turn, and it's just like you're in the ghetto. Like it's literally just one turn away, and you're in the ghetto, bro.
But you know what? I moved here in 2010. It took me like 2 years to get used to it. I felt nobody get here impressed by cars, or jets, or yachts. It's like the kids, but you know what I mean?
What cars do you like?
Bugattis and stuff. I also like Porsche a lot.
What kind of staff do you got?
Housekeeper. I have a guy that takes care of my boats, you know, everything outside and all this stuff, and pretty much.
Do you have a chef?
Nope.
Do you have a toilet seat warmer that sits on the toilet before you go on it, so it's a little warm?
Dude, when you're gonna see my bathroom, you're gonna. This is the most exciting thing about my house.
You do have a butt cheek warmer on your toilet?
Yes.
Do you have a bidet?
Yes.
Will you have yourself an ice cream cone on vacation? No ice cream?
I don't eat sugar.
No sugar?
I don't drink, I don't do drugs, I don't eat sugar. I just don't. A lot of successful people are addicts. So when we do something, we do 120%. The same thing with bad habits. And I remember getting drunk with my best friend, and I said like, I'm never gonna touch alcohol again. He said that's gonna last 6 months, and then 6 months, and then a year, 2 years, and like it's been now 3.5 years.
Is that a security guard with the vest up there?
Yeah.
Where is this? Military academy?
No.
He doesn't have a rifle on him, does he?
Yes, he does.
He does?
Yes.
My old school had 20 of those.
Alright guys, study hard.
He said my old school had 20 of those. Nigga, we got, at best we get 2. Where I came from, at my high school, bro. At most we get 2. And usually, and those couldn't even stop us. I remember there was a fight that went on in my high school, bro. It was just like two heavy-handed females, black females, right? And the one of the cops that was patrolling our, that be patrolling our school could barely like fend them off, bro. It was so funny, bro. Like everybody was on the floor. I was like, yo, this is so ghetto, gang.
Bye guys.
Thank you. Bye. So you clearly see I'm the view, man, right? I like the views.
Oh,
shit. But seriously, look at this shit. Look, come on. It's just all you can do. Dude.
Have you ever been in danger of getting hemorrhoids because you're enjoying the view so much? Is this glass tinted?
Yeah.
So you can be naked in here?
Yeah.
Triple shower.
I got so much shit to say, bro. It's like, bro, I remember I went to I think I went to Florida. Was it Florida? Yeah, it was Florida. And I remember we got into a boat, and it was literally like it was basically a tour looking at everybody's houses, bro. Like we didn't go inside, but it was just like Like it was literally like celebrities' houses, like as neighbors, like throughout the whole thing, bro. It's really crazy.
I got some.
It's like they all live in the same bubble.
This is not in my best position. This is a lot of shit. Like
oh my god,
shower.
I thought my mic was muted for a second. I was gonna have a
steam shower. This just the sound system, just here is 25 grand. So my ritual is in the shower, so I spend like 40 to 50 minutes in a. You know what I mean? And
40 or 50 minutes in your shower?
Yeah, I do a lot of shit in my, you know what I mean?
Do you have any trouble with your water bill, or you can afford that?
No, stop.
Would you say the average billionaire takes good care of their body?
Yes.
There's not a lot of slobs that are...
No, really there are. But you need strength. I mean, you need to be physically and mentally. I mean, they're all over mentally, like all the people that I know very successful, very wealthy, they have enormously, like, mentally strong. Dude, I built like, you know, neighborhood around my school because my teacher told me I'm never going to accomplish anything.
What made your teacher say that?
Because they're teachers, so that's why I don't like schools. The school system is so broken because...
I'm not gonna lie, I got the same thing. I got the same thing with me. My middle school teacher said the same thing about me. I was like, yo, like, that was the day I was like, I'm about to prove this nigga wrong. Like, I'm not gonna lie,
but
bro.
they told the program of software. And then it took me years, and everybody else, it took us years to prove the world that that's not true. But, you know, it's funny, I always want to leave, you know, my kids' legacy, but the only thing I was going to leave my kids was inheritance. Inheritance is all the stuff, but legacy is all the knowledge, all the wisdom. But I didn't know anything. My wealth is not transferred to my kids until they're 35, 40, 50, you know, my trust is written. So, you know, because, you know, even when they're 30, you dumb as I mean, I was dumb as when I was 33. I thought I'm on the top of the world. I thought I know everything. Now I'm 52, I'm still dumb as I still don't know anything. I'm still learning, you know, I'm reading and all this stuff. Like, one sentence changed my world. You know, I was in Denver, Colorado. It was exactly 30 years ago. Somebody said, hey, we live in a fourplex and we rent the other 3 units. That's it. And that changed my life.
That was your first piece of property?
No, that was the conversation. I went home with my girlfriend and I'm like, oh, we're moving to Colorado. We're buying 4 units. We're saving all the money, we're buying 4 units. And that's it.
I don't want to look like a peasant. What do I do with the spoon?
Mix
and
it.
Okay. I'm sorry for pausing so much, bro. But just imagine, like, he probably didn't even think all of this could happen, bro. That's just how life is, bro. He probably was like, oh, let me buy these 4 units and, you know what I mean? I get a little money from real estate, blah, blah, blah. I promise you, he didn't expect to become a billionaire, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's just how life is, bro. Like, you can one day be grinding and the next day all that grind just pays off all of a sudden. You know what I mean? And the same thing for all the grinding, and then you could be in the top of the world and just like that it can all come crashing down. You never know, bro. You never know.
Stop, man. Let's go to my man cave. I moved here when I was 21.
I was about to start rapping.
Okay.
So you live in Poland from birth to 21?
To 21.
Okay, so what was it like growing up in a communist country?
You know, it's like like we were talking about the stores. It's like people have money, but there's nothing you could buy. So what happened is we have like everybody had access to, let's say, limited type of bread, sugar, vodka, whatever. There was no bananas, there was no fruits, nothing like that. I moved here, I was like, shit, I go to the store, it's like, what? Banana, chocolate, like all this stuff. Like you were going to the store, you were waiting in line to get a little bit. And it was like all the shelves in the stores were always empty. The information is limited. In this country, I learned about, you know, an entrepreneur because no, everybody has money, but what happened, there was exchange of the services. So that's why the money didn't exist. And that's what is in reality right now either. It's an exchange of services that we do at the value we bring to the table.
So what would you tell young people that want to try communism in America?
Well, move to China or go to, you know, still go to Cuba. Go to communist country and follow them and see and talk to those people how they work. This is my everyday mantra. Not today, motherfucker. So when the devil comes into my head and starts telling me, well, you don't need to do this, you fucking lazy blah, blah, blah. It's like, today is the day you don't have to. Today, motherfucker, not today. We're not doing this shit.
How you doing? Are you Tommy? Tommy? Nice to meet you, Tommy.
So, year and a half ago, right? I'm sitting, getting ready to for the workout. I'm eating my ice cream.
Before a workout?
Yes. So this motherfucker comes in and is like, Papi, what are you doing? I'm like, eating my ice cream. I'm like, okay, it's my cheat day. He said cheat day, and this motherfucker comes in and goes like, listen, we don't cheat.
We don't cheat.
I don't know what do you guys notice, like, every foreigner that learns, like, fluent English always has their favorite curse word, bruh? Y'all notice that, bruh? Like, it's always motherfucker or shit or, like, you know what I mean? Like, I know I'm not the only one. I know I'm not the only person that knows that, bruh. That be peeping that, bruh. I swear, every foreigner that learns English has their favorite curse word, bro.
I've been not having a cheat day in fucking 20 years.
You're a little built a little bit, you know what I'm saying?
How old do you want to live to be? Wow. I will live till I'm 120 minimum. That's
120?
120, yeah. Like, you know, it's like, well, if I have an accident and something happened, I have no choice, right?
So right now you're 52.
52, I'm young, I was just born.
You think you're gonna live to 120?
120, yeah. That's my goal, minimum 120.
How do you think you're gonna make that happen?
Longevity. Just, you know, take care of my body, mentally, emotionally, mostly physically. The right diet, eating everything right, and it's just daily routines on a daily basis.
And you got a secret sauce.
Me.
And that's it. That's a secret sauce. You think living to 120 is possible?
Freak ass nigga.
Human body is capable
that is
of a
freak
lot
ass
of things
nigga,
that
bruh.
we can't even fathom, right? And I think your mindset is everything. Your mindset could push you to limits beyond your imagination. Man, the United States needs some help, because when you look around and see how many people are fat and unhappy in the richest country in the world,
what's up with all these AI images,
all the
bro?
poison that's in our food, and
it's like, bro, if everywhere you go, there's so much processed food and stuff like that, and then you go to the grocery store and stuff like that. Say you want to cook and you want to eat healthy, blah blah blah. This shit be expensive, like super expensive. So somebody like him can, you know, afford being healthy because, you know, he's a billionaire. You know what I mean? It's chump change this nigga, but somebody that is like a middle class or lower class that wants to eat healthy, wants to take care of his body, they probably won't have the money to afford said things, so they can only rely on the processed foods that America is pushing.
We're seeing this like during COVID. Everyone would be home, but you go drive by a fast food restaurant, lines around the corner.
And it's fast too. So.
I just came back from Europe, right? Mm-hmm. You put cheese on ham in refrigerated Europe. 2 days later, they have a mold. They literally walk out of refrigerator. They're old. Their bread is fresh one fucking day. Here, you put a bread, a month later, you can eat it. The ham and the cheese stay in refrigerator for a month. We putting this shit in our fucking body. Don't. So you don't fucking play with demons in your head? You don't have that bullshit.
I really.
Whoa. What you mean you got demons in your head? This is the stuff I be talking about, bruh. Look, I told you, bruh. These billionaires don't be having some shady shit. Obviously, like, probably now he's trying to, like, you know, better himself, blah, 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 get past his past and stuff like that. And, you know what I mean? Blah, blah, blah. Trying to resurrect himself, become a better person. Nigga, them, you want to talk, you know how people be memeing talking about some, oh, he got demons, da. No, he really got demons, bro. He talking about some, you don't got demons in your head? You don't have that? I'm like, bro, what? What do you mean? What do you mean by that, bro?
He's staying refrigerated for months.
He wildin', gang. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, these billionaires be doing some shady shit. And now the guilt is coming back. Now he's successful and stuff like that. That's why he's trying to, you know, better himself as a person and as an individual.
Don't. So you don't fucking play with demons in your head? You don't have that bullshit.
A really good wrestling coach said, talk to yourself, but don't listen to yourself. So, because when you're warming up before a match, all of a sudden, my legs are weak, I'm kind of hungry, or, you know, maybe I need to take a shit, or when you just listen to yourself, all those voices creep in, like that you're not good enough, or that you're not ready. But if you talk to yourself, like, yeah, I got the pace, I'm gonna put this guy on a pace. I'm gonna put a pace on him and make him break, and I'm pacing, and I'm talking to myself, that helps keep the demons at bay.
True. That's a good one.
That's a good one. I gotta try that. You the type of nigga that be shaking in his sleep. Man, I should stop making fun of this nigga. Let me stop making fun of him, bro.
Good job, I have the thing. In office.
You can jump out of call for
my goodness.
Yeah, I have the inner circle call.
Nice.
Okay? Yeah.
Yark is walking into his office to jump on his weekly call with The Edge, a group of high net worth men that meet to talk about their goals, struggles, and give advice to each other.
Right? I mean, we need to reset. Because if we go 100 miles an hour, if we don't reset, it's like, that's gonna crash. And I gotta tell you, like I keep talking about it, the demons are in my head all the time. That is like, you know, it's a gift and a curse because that's what we never stop. You know what I mean? You gotta give it all, and truly give it all.
Yo, these niggas, I'm telling you, these niggas be doing some shady stuff, bruh. And it comes back to bite them. I'm talking about there's demons in my head, bruh. That's just guilt, gang. That's guilt, bruh. It's guilt, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Talking about some, you don't got the demons in your head? You don't got the demons? What do you mean I don't got the demons? Even with these rappers that actually live the life that they rap about, bruh. They be talking about they got demons in their head too, bruh. The whole time the demons is just guilt. It's another word for like guilt catching up to them, bruh.
Like you pray for something and then God gives it to you and then you get depressed? Are you the same man you were 3.5 years ago? Are you f***ing holding on to shit from 3.5 years ago? You're not the same motherfucker you were 3.5 years ago. Yes, motherfucker, I am in talk.
Andrew, why don't you tell the motherfucker just about $130 million in real estate, so f*** off. Yeah, you broke.
It's who you are in these times, Andrew, that will determine who you become. It's who you're becoming that's more important.
For 13 years, he basically prayed for his kids to shut up. So that as soon as they learned to shut up, he prayed for them to start talking again.
I'm just showing you the blueprint of what's possible. It's up to you to figure out how. As fathers, it's our job to help them see that they could do it even better than us.
In this grind, and we forget what is important. You know what I mean? And on the end of the day, none of our queens or our kids, they don't give a f about the money. They just give a f about us. Next level!
Let's go. Takeaway.
That no matter what level of success you reach, there's always something around the corner. There's never a stage of life where everything is just settled in and okay and no conflict, no worries. Whether it's on the business front, relationship front, you always got something that's a challenge, and that's just part of being a human.
Eatable, avocado, banana, coffee, peanut butter, almond butter, and chocolate cookie.
Yeah, that's right up my alley.
In the evening, what I do the decaf coffee. You know, so I don't drink coffee after 1 o'clock. For me, sleep is everything. You know? And my sleep is fucked up, like, you know, when I wake up, like with oral, when I fucked up, my sleep is fucked. The whole day is fucked. Come on in, sit down.
How are you, sir?
It's Tommy.
Damn, this nigga took him everywhere, ain't he?
Nice to meet you. How are
He
you?
did everybody.
What do you do?
I sell real estate.
Yeah?
So houses like this. I saw in this house. Multiple.
What's it like being in that market?
It's my passion. I love it. It's exciting. You know, especially down here. I mean, look at this.
So you're walking.
Doesn't get much better, right?
Forbes. God damn, bro. Nigga been through everything, bro.
I had no idea what's about to happen. I find out the shit the way you do. So it's a Forbes interview about the book, I'm assuming. So we'll see. You know? Can you hear us?
You hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you all. Can you hear me?
Hey, Mark.
I can hear you.
Okay.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
And we are recording. Let's start from the beginning. You're from Poland, correct?
Yes. You know what? The only thing, I never knew what I'm gonna do. Funny, I always knew because I'm coming from Poland, from a communist country, I always knew I never want to work for anybody. I always knew I'm gonna be, entrepreneur, and I always knew that I'm gonna work for myself.
When you came here, you lived in, where did you live the first time, in Rochester?
Rochester, New York, upstate New York.
And then you moved to Denver.
Denver, Colorado.
Just imagine coming to America and your first experience is New York. Oh God. Now I'm trying to diss all the New York niggas over there, bro. I'm just saying, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know how y'all get. Y'all know how y'all get. For you looking at G? Switch cheat your ass, nigga. Y'all niggas be wildin' over there, bro.
I'm in Florida, South Florida.
What does it feel like having a book out there?
It feels good. It's a step one. It's a step one.
Wait, he got Tommy G on that motherfucker too? Okay, Tommy! That boy made it to the Forbes list! That boy made it to the Forbes list!
Feels good, right?
That's good.
Yeah.
He felt that. Do you feel it?
Yeah.
Like, the thing is, you have such a contagious message. Because I think everyone, nearly everyone, in some way or form, wants to be here, wants to be in this palace on the water, wants to have the jet, wants to have the real estate. And then for you to come and say, actually guys, that doesn't fulfill you, that doesn't lead to happiness, it's kind of refreshing. Especially in Miami, we see the opposite. We see these guys flexing their Lamborghinis, flexing their women, flexing their whatever they got, their Gucci shirt. And it's a refreshing, honest, authentic, raw, true message.
You know? Everybody fucking want to talk about money. Yeah. And this is like the last thing that I want to talk about.
Can I tell you this though? Starting to make a little bit of money now, but from the outsider perspective, the common man perspective, the money gets people's foot in the door. If you were worth 70 grand and you're starting to talk about how you wanted to stuff, a lot of people are in that shoes. But a guy that has made what you've made talks about that, it's like, holy shit. Like,
I only could find people that, because in this society you get level of respect depend how much money you have. And that's what is fucked up. Because the best people that can teach you and they can show you, they don't have a time to share this on social media, they don't have a time to write a book, they don't have a time to be around. Because they're busy, their fathers, they're working 3 jobs. You know what I mean? But because they did not accomplish anything financially, so they don't have a word.
Why do you think that is?
Well, you just said it. Because it's a bullshit story the society is giving to us.
You get judged based on your net worth. And
if you see a homeless guy on the side of the road, do you ever give him $1?
Dude, I did give, to homeless people, yes, but not to everybody.
What makes you decide when you'll give them a couple bucks?
I don't give to people that sit on the street and just on the red lights. But like when I go by the homeless people and I see like they're really struggling on picking up stuff from the trash can or just ask me at the store, then I don't have a problem.
The thing I do with homeless people, bro, they be trying to finesse niggas, bro. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. This is what you gotta do. And you got a homeless nigga that come up to you talking about some, they hungry and shit like that. Ask them, tell them like, I get you something to eat, gang. And if they say nah, then you wasn't really hungry then, gang. You try to use my money for coke, for crack. You not smooth, nigga. You not finna finesse me so you can make some more drug money, nigga. No, nigga. You hungry, right? I'll get you some Chick-fil-A. I'll get you the large meal. I make sure you eat good, gang. I get you the spicy deluxe with a large fry with a large sweet tea, and I'll throw in a couple chicken nuggets in there with the Chick-fil-A sauce. Make sure you eat good, right? But the nigga talking about some, no, I'm good, gang. I'm good, gang. I don't even want it no more. Yeah, because you wanted to use my money for crack. Heroin. The reason why you even in this predicament right now is because of drugs, and you want to use my money that I'm trying to help you with for fucking drugs, bruh. Fuck no, nigga. You hungry? You gonna get this Chick-fil-A meal. Fuck's you talking about? They be trying to finesse niggas, bro. That's why you gotta be careful, bro. You gotta make sure these, if you're gonna give money to a homeless motherfucker, make sure they actually struggling and they try to, like, you know, get out that situation, bro. Don't give your money to all, like, cause niggas be trying to finesse and shit, bro.
So you would say you're a risk taker?
Entire life.
Entire life. How long have you been flying private for?
2 years.
You just started pretty much.
Yeah. It's comfort.
How much demand is there for chartering a jet these days?
A lot.
Yeah?
They pretty much are there pretty much all the time.
What is it, if I wanted to rent your plane to fly from here to Chicago, how much would that run me?
$28,000 one way, $30,000.
And how much does one of these cost?
$7 to $10 million.
And what made you decide to get two rather than just one?
Well, what happened is, like, the way I entered the partnership, so they own few of them, so it just came with it. Like,
it just kind of happened?
It just happened. It just comes like that.
Would you say you're frugal?
I think so.
Is it hard for you to spend money?
You know what? It's hard for me to spend money on some things and easy on some other things.
What's
so,
a hard purchase for you?
If I can get the same value for different amount, that's what I'm struggling with.
Polish immigrant, first generation American.
Nigga, a hustler,
Your
bro.
specialty in real estate was, you realize, hey, if you're an immigrant, you don't speak English that well, you kind of get treated like shit as a tenant, and there's not a lot of good options for you. So
you're listening.
So you plugged the hole in the market. Good options for you. So
you're listening.
So
hey, you can tell when a nigga doesn't get heard or heard that much, bro. You know what I'm saying? Nigga was, oh, you're actually listening to me. Like, yo, that's OD. That's OD, bro. I'm just saying, bro. Like, it's just crazy, bro. It's just crazy, bro. Cause it's like, it's always a yin yang with life, bro. It's always a yin yang, bro. It's like, oh, you got all the money in the world, but your social skills, not really social skills, but your mental health is gonna be in the shit. And the other side of the coin, you might be broke, but you probably one of the happiest motherfuckers. You got a family, you got you vibing with your peoples and shit like that. You close with your people, so you know what I mean. It's always a yin yang, bro. So you always try to find a balance in life, bro. I always try to find a balance in life.
So you plugged the hole in the market
and everything,
and you catered to immigrants, right?
And everything,
tenants, and that's because that's
not just with like money and shit like that, but just like with everything. Try to find a balance.
Not being taken care of.
A question you gotta ask yourself when looking at a bathroom: is this a bathroom that you would take a poo in? If it is, then it's the right bathroom for your client.
Thanks.
When you first moved to America,
oh, is that an old video?
Dishwasher.
This was where?
In Rochester, New York.
Okay. How long did you do that for?
I was a dishwasher for a month because I quickly went from washing dishes to help in the kitchen, and I was a busboy and also waiter.
How did you save up the money to buy a fourplex?
I was in, college. I was community college, so the community college was very cheap. And I moved back with my parents, and at that time I also was buying and selling cars. So what happened is I was buying like a car after accident, fixing them, and then selling them. I was making profit.
A big thing you did is you were humble enough to move in with your parents.
Yeah.
When most people would say, I just want my own apartment. And you saved a lot of money there.
A lot. It saved me like another, $900 to $1,000 with everything.
You gave the analogy before, like your first 10 properties is a lot harder than your next 100, right? Talk about your philosophy of momentum.
Like we talk about, like pushing a car. It's hard to start, but the second you have a startup, you have it going, for some reason, then even if you think about it, you sleep on it, you think, you breathe, you shit this, like you think, real estate, suddenly everything around you just, starts going to seminars, start asking questions, reading the books about real estate, and you start, and that's the momentum.
You get into a flow state, bruh. The start might be like, and that can really be applicative. Is that the right word to use? Applicative to everything in life, even with YouTube. Like right now, like in the beginning, I didn't know what the fuck I was gonna do. You know what I'm saying? I just knew I wanted to do YouTube. I knew I didn't want to work for people and shit like that. I'm still grinding. At the beginning, I don't know what the fuck did I do. I did fucking scary games, all types of shit. Now I just do everything. Now I got a flow on what people like and a flow what I like to do. You know what I mean? So it's just you just get into a flow state, bro.
Okay. And so, how old were you when you bought your first property? 23.
24.
Part of getting rich is you have to own stuff, own your own business, own your own real estate, own something. So this is the first property I got. It's a 4-unit in Milwaukee. This is what's helping me be able to get my second, third, fourth property. Pretty soon I can peace out from the corporate world, do YouTube full time, travel the world with the señorita, and live the lifestyle you want to live, you know? So
by 29, how many did you have?
73 properties I retired.
Free and clear or leverage?
No, leverage.
Okay.
But what happened at that time in Denver, the market moved enormously. Like all the properties were appreciation in Denver, like, you know, 7 to 9 and then to 12% a year. So, you know, suddenly those properties was worth a lot more. At that time, I flipped all the little properties and I buy bigger. And then the game just started.
Okay, so 29, 72 units, you retire, come back. How many units do you have today?
Thousands.
Thousands?
Thousands.
And you're being vague for personal reasons, right? Yeah. But thousands of units.
Mm-hmm.
What's the biggest challenge in owning thousands of rental units?
Operations, having the right crew. I think the biggest, like when you even jump from 100 to 200 to 500, from 500 to 1,000, is the infrastructure you have to create. That's the biggest challenge.
Have you ever been close to going bankrupt?
Yes.
Tell me about it.
2008.
You almost lost it all.
Also, that's what happened. That's the first time I hit depression, but I didn't know that's depression. I thought I'm just going broke and I didn't know how to deal with that. I started buying everything I could put hands on, everything, because suddenly I was like in 2096, 98, I was buying properties for like, you know, $100,000 a unit, and suddenly it's 2008 and everything in Denver started crushing, and I was picking up properties for 27 a door, 21 a door, 19 a door. Wow. So I was buying everything. I'm like, this cannot last. And then Lehman Brothers went out of market. They went bankrupt. And I'm like, and I'm closing a $12 million deal that I closed, that I raised the money, and the market was not recovered. And my investors started like, I need that 20 grand. Okay, so I give them out of cash flow. Suddenly another one, I need 100, I need $1 million. Yarek, I need my $3 million back. I don't have the money, I have to refinance the building. Nobody's giving loans. So now suddenly my big investors are coming like, Yarek, it's been a year, I need the money back. It's funny, Tommy, you asking me about the billionaires. I know how liquid they are. To average Joe, you know, the money that they have, they're very liquid. But some of them, there's like two schools. Some of them, you know, use all the money and leverage as much as they can, and some of them keep the money for safety. But everybody I know, they have a reserve accounts.
When people hear the word billionaire, they often imagine vaults overflowing with cash, as if $1 billion is just sitting in a bank waiting to be spent. But usually that's far from the truth. Most billionaires don't hold their wealth in cash. They're investors. Yarek's fortune, it's tied up in real estate. Mark Zuckerberg's Facebook equity. And Warren Buffett, an astounding 99% of his wealth is locked into Berkshire Hathaway stock. Why? Because cash sitting in a bank doesn't grow. To become a billionaire, you need to put your money to work. You have to move it, invest it, and strategically place it in vehicles that generate high returns. And some would argue that that's the mindset that separates the wealthy from the ultra wealthy. Yarek took my crew and his family out for dinner, and something noteworthy was that Yarek made his kids stack their phones in the middle of the table to ensure that everyone was fully present for the conversation.
My mom used to do this shit to me all the time. I used to hate it younger, but now looking back at it, it's like I'm appreciative of why people do this. Because it's like, bro, you have to connect with the people around you, bro. You got to connect with your family, bro. You know what I mean? These are the people that love you. These are the people that care for you. You know what I'm saying? So just like, and putting your phone away and shit like that. I'm probably going to do that when I have kids, bro. Just like make sure everybody got their kid, like got their phones away, and so we can actually have like a proper conversation and, you know, a group family conversation and grow that connection even stronger, bro. You know what I mean? And as you get older, bro, you like the little shit that probably pissed you off as a kid and you just didn't understand why you did, like your parents did this or did that, it's starting to come and flowing into your head, and it's like, okay, yeah, like, okay, now I'm starting to understand why they did this and that, this and that and shit like that, because you never know, bro. You never know what tomorrow might hold, bro. So, you know, just love your family, gang.
I also learned that his kids work regular jobs, like for example, his daughter is a waitress. So we hung out together, ate some sushi, and after that, we went back to his house to finish our night. So, last thing before we get out of here tonight, we have questions from the Instagram chat. Do you care about the poll?
Yeah, all of it. It's of course I do. This is like, I don't divide people. I don't segregate people between the, you know, how financially, how strong or how poor they are, or, you know, I qualify people, and I care about all good human beings. If you're poor and dick, no, I don't care about you.
Do your nuts feel bigger because you have money?
I love you guys. You know, nuts don't. Ego, yes. Your nuts feels bigger, definitely.
In Poland, what kind of family were you born into as far as lower class, middle class, upper class?
In Poland, there was no there was lower class, there was middle class, there was no upper class. So I was definitely born in the middle class.
Have you ever been invited to Bohemian Grove?
No, I have no idea what it is.
Like, have you ever been invited to some cult or
No, I haven't.
Is the American dream still possible?
Fuck yes. Huge. Huge. And I think it's more possible than ever was before.
Why?
Because of the social media and how quickly with the information exchange and how actually younger and younger people are getting wealthier and wealthier.
We got to dive into your life. We got to learn a lot. I got to experience things that I've never done before. I've never been on a jet before. Thank you for that. Any final thoughts you'd like to leave the audience with?
Remember, everything you need is within you, and the inner wealth is more important than the outer wealth. Enjoy life. Be humble and stay a good human being.
Pleasure, brother.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, I'm getting out of here. It's your bedtime, isn't it?
It is. Holy shit, it's 9:30, brother. Dude, it's time.
We kept you up late, huh?
Holy shit. Truly, thank you, man. Again, thank you, guys.
All right, we'll see you.
Okay, bye. Peace. Good night, Patrick.
Folks, Yar's book is available for purchase on Amazon. Highly recommend you buy it, read it, check it out, soak up his knowledge and wisdom. Thank you for joining me this week. I'll see you next week.
W Diddy's Inner Circle. What you got kicking up, Tommy? What you got kicking up? We about to have a Diddy one. We about to have a Diddy one. Whoa.
All I gotta do is point my finger, any nigga area. Shot the 9-11 times, nigga sound like Terry. Put your little bro on a shirt, but don't you like wearing it? I got spot with 98, nigga know I'm carrying.